Now we're going to start covering some ground with the Mishnah in Yevamos, chapter 3, Mishnah number 1. Amud Chaf Vav 26 in Yevamos. Start to cover some ground now. Hayta achas men asura al echad isur erva asur ba umutar ba achota b'sheni asur b'shtehen. If, let's say, okay, again, we have the case of Reuven and Shimon, who have to take care of Rachel and Leah, the widows of their two brothers. And Reuven and Shimon, what do they do? Let's say Reuven was married to Leah's daughter. So if you can't marry your mother-in-law, so that's called an Isur Erva, right? So Reuven cannot marry Leah because Leah is his mother-in-law. But Reuven could marry, in that case, he could do Yibum with Rachel. If Leah is his mother-in-law, Reuven could marry Leah is Reuven's mother-in-law. Leah could marry Shimon, Rachel, the sister of Leah. Okay. And the second one, Shimon, the other brother who has no Isur Erva with either of them, neither of the sisters is his mother-in-law, will be forbidden to both of the women. Forbidden to both of the women. In the background, we got the buds here at the yeshiva watching an awesome movie about the Jedis in the U.S. Army called Men Who Look at Sheep. But we're learning Mishnah here. It's okay, it's cool then. I hope. So, let's see. Isur Erva, like mother-in-law. And it's permitted, Rashi says it's permitted for him to marry to do Yibum with the other sister, the sister of his mother-in-law. Because then it's not a case of achos kukato. It's not the sister of the one he has zika with. Remember, as we said before, zika precludes a man from marrying any other woman except the one who he has the zika with, the close relationship with. So, in the previous case in the Mishnah, I don't know if I got the pshat right in the last segment. I said it was, the zika was, well, whatever I said last time, the pshat I'm giving now is Leah has a zika with Leah, and he also has a zika with Rachel. Okay? So no matter which one he chooses, the other one is still a zika. He has a zika with. Okay. So if he has a zika, even though he would go ahead and do the yibum with one of them, then the other one he'd still have a zika with theoretically, and that's enough to forbid the other one to his brother. Okay.
Right. I'm not really in that side of town.
Reuven is a zika with Rachel and Leah. Reuven goes and does yibum with Rachel. He still has a zika to Leah.
I don't know what the deal is.
And his zika to Leah precludes Shimon from marrying Leah. Shimon has a zika with both of them also. Same thing on the other side. But in our case, one of them there's an Isur Erva.
Yeah, right.
One of them is his mother-in-law. Okay. So that he can't marry his mother-in-law, but he can marry his mother-in-law's sister. He goes ahead and marries the mother-in-law. Then, as Rashi says, the mother-in-law.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And the Mishnah, we'll read the Mishnah one more time. Hayta achas mem asura al echad isur erva asur ba umutar ba'achota. So he can't marry his mother-in-law, but he can marry his sister's mother-in-law. Why? Because his sister and mother-in-law, he doesn't have a zika with her. There's no Isur Erva with the sister of the mother-in-law. In other words, there's no prohibition to marry the sister of the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
the Hebrew original of Rashi is the lav achos kukahi, the erva lav kame ramya liyavume. Basically means there's no Isser Erva on the sister-in-law. I mean the sister of the mother-in-law. Okay. Mishnah continues. Okay. So then the other brother is forbidden to both of them. Why is that? Rabbi Steinsaltz explains. So the way he says it, Asur bab mutar b'chata, he can marry the sister of the mother-in-law, but not the mother-in-law. And I'm translating that since this is a close, he has a close relative. Since she's a relative, and you can't marry a relative in the according to the definitions of the Torah in the Talmud. There's one Torah, oral and written. So since since she's a relative and she is exempt from doing yibum with him, therefore she is not his zikika, doesn't have a zika with him. And we find that then the other one, she's no longer the sister of his achot zkukato. Again, you have a zika with a sister. You can't marry with the one woman who has a sister. You have the zika with that woman, and your sister is going to be forbidden. That's called achot zkukato. But the second brother, which doesn't have, has no familiar relation to either of the sisters, right? It's only one of them that is married the daughter of one of the sisters. That other brother is forbidden to both of them, because each of them is going to be the sister of his zkukato, right? Sister of zkukato, the sister of the one he has the zika with. Again, we said, okay, so you understood? Okay, now we're going to stop there, and we're going to finish up the Mishnah in the next segment. Bli neder, Bezrat Hashem. Be well and have a good Shabbos. This is Parshat Vayera. Or is it Bo? It's Bo. Parshat Bo. Yeah, Parshat Bo all around the world. Everybody read the Parsha.